we were waiting to head off this morning, filling up at the truck stop in Kalgoorlie. We had approached by a few of the locals. I had a truck driver come over to me and he saw the bike and he said, "Oh mate, are you the Black Dog Ride?" And I said, "Yes, I am." I introduced myself and he said, "I heard you on the radio the other day." He said, "Oh, I've suffered from the black dog myself. It's a real mongrel." He said, "I like what you're doing, and here's a donation," and he gave me a fistful of money.
Everywhere we've gone, we've been welcomed. We've met people on the road that are towing caravans that stopped at local truck stops. They've come up and they've given donations, and they've actually patted us on the back and said, "Mate, you're doing a good job. We understand what depression's about." And we've met truck drivers who are the same. And you know, this is just amazing. This is what it's all about. So all the way across, we've just had positive responses.
It's just amazing the spirit that you find in these country towns, that they're prepared to get out and fundraise for someone who they don't really know.
After riding across the Nullarbor, the WA riders met up with the Eastern States riders at Port Augusta, then headed up to Coober Pedy through real Wild West country. Wild horses, bald eagles, brown snakes, emus, even meteorites kept the riders company on the long haul from Coober Pedy to Alice Springs, and all too soon they arrived in the green centre of Australia. Thanks to the heaviest rainfall in nearly 20 years, the West Macdonnell Ranges looked truly stunning. As rock historian Glenn A. Baker wrote, "Through the years, Angry Anderson has shocked, rocked, amused and entertained us all. But these days, Angry Anderson is becoming just as well known for his charity work as for his previous role as the frontman with Rose Tattoo. Whichever way you look at Angry Anderson, he's an extraordinary human being. Tireless, passionate, outspoken and humble. There's simply no one like him." Black Dog Ride is honoured to have Angry as an ambassador, and it was great he was able to join the ride.
I am a survivor myself. I've struggled with right through my young life with depression. I suppose the main reason was that I'm a survivor of child sexual abuse, and I grew up into a very confused young man at a very early age. And confusion or sadness, or both, turns into anger when you no longer, I suppose, can accommodate the confusion and the sadness. That's the way it was explained to me during the therapeutic process. And I've done therapy several times over my life, but it really made sense in my 30s. Into my 40s, I finally came to grips with it.
After travelling nearly 4,000 kilometres, 85 bikes made their way into the final stopover, Glen Helen Resort.
This is absolutely awesome. I'm tingling all over. It's just the end of a dream that I've been working on for most of the year, or nearly a year, and just almost speechless. It's a fantastic feeling just to be here finally at Glen Helen. I've just dreamt about it, I've written about it, I've talked about it, but we're here.
A week ago we started off in Sydney, and here we are in the middle of Australia, and it's just fantastic, and the ride's been great. A little bit emotional actually. It's just it's a good thing.
The boys are charged up, hyped up. We're hoping to have a good night tonight. Angry Anderson's here to do a speech, as well as some other people from the Black Dog Institution, which are going to help out a lot of people. I had a talk to them at lunch today and really hit home about what's going on.
Welcome to Glen Helen Resort on the Black Dog Ride. Give yourselves a clap. We made it.
At the party that night, different riders from different parts of the country shared their stories and provided a powerful reminder of both their vulnerability and their resilience. Depression and suicide was all too familiar to the group that gathered.
And the lady that got up here beforehand, And she's dead set right. The evil thoughts going through your head, oh, there's nobody out there that loves you, who gives a shit?
But it soon became very apparent that the tears shed indicated a remarkable strength.
It's been an amazing night. It excelled my expectations. But I suppose the thing that struck me most was the impromptu talks that we had. The people who got up to acknowledge an award or to acknowledge being on the ride in some way, or they won a raffle prize or whatever, but they got up and they opened up.
We were riding from Ceduna to Port Augusta, and I came over the crest of a hill, and the horizon opened up with these sweeping plains and mountains in the background. And I remember thinking, what a shame I've spent so much of my life wanting to end it. And a lot of people said to me before coming on the ride that this was going to change my life and it would be a life-changing experience, and I thought that was a gross overstatement. But it has changed my life. It's changed me, and I just want to thank you all for your support and companionship and friendship. You're a remarkable group of people, and Steve, you're a dead set hero.
I guess on reflection, I'd have to say the ride has achieved its goal. We set out to raise awareness of depression. I think we've done that.
I've learned a lot more about depression and mental health issues, and I think, like a lot of blokes, I just tended to put it aside and think that's just, that's just one of those things. My brother committed suicide, and I used to think he was a gutless coward for doing that because he had kids, but there's more issues involved in that now. I understand more about it, I think, after listening to some of the stories of the people who are on this ride, and I think it's more than just being gutless. It's about giving up or not giving up and persevering, because things will change and things will get better, and I think that's an important story that's come out of it.
Our other objective is to raise money towards the Black Dog Institute, to help them with their programs into clinical research of depression and bipolar disorder.
Without that funding, we wouldn't be able to do anything at all. And basically our community programs team, which is where I'm based, is actually primarily funded through the charity side of the Institute. So it will feed directly back into training volunteers. We're actually working on a nationally recognised youth program.
Nearly $80,000 was raised for the Black Dog Institute by the 2010 ride to the Red Centre. With those funds, the Institute can aim to improve the lives of those affected by depression, and not just those affected, the lives of their families and friends.
It was a great success. You went to the Red Centre, but I think you went to the heart of the matter in many ways. The best way that we can say thank you is to keep on delivering. We've got a handsome building, but handsome is as handsome does, and we'll obviously want to show that we have used your great generosity in ways that are productive.
I'm sure you will.
So thank you.
Thanks again.
Thanks again, Steve.
We've raised a significant amount of money. It will help to keep the programs going, to keep the work being done, to hopefully stop people getting to a point in their lives of despair, of not feeling like there's any more reason to go on. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what we're trying to do.
Went and had a good talk to this lady, which is a psychologist from Darwin, and I broke down and had a good cry, and it actually admitted that I've got depression and I need to really get over it. So she's very helpful, and that's all I'm going to do now. I just want to admit I'm John McDougall from Bunbury in Western Australia, and I actually suffer with it, and I'm going to beat this bloody thing.
Black Dog Ride to the Red Centre 2010 has been a success on all levels, beyond my expectations.
As Black Dog Ride founder Steve Andrews says, remember, depression is an illness, not a weakness, and effective treatments are available. It's so important to seek help early, and with the right treatment, most people do recover. If you are concerned that you or someone you know may be suffering from depression, talk to a doctor or another health professional and do it today. If we talk about depression, if we work together, we can make a difference. The Black Dog Ride to the Red Centre 2011 hits the road on August the 21st. If you want more information, go to www.blackdogride.com.au.